Bill of Rights, Minnesota Department of Health. The right to freedom from maltreatment. The narrator appears.
Hello and welcome. This video is brought to you by the Minnesota Department of Health. In this video, we are going to show viewers like you about the rights people have when living at group homes or residences that are supervised. This video shows how people have the right to freedom from maltreatment. In other words, the right to live without abuse and the right to live without neglect. You will see a couple different examples of maltreatment and then what you can do if this were to happen to you.
The right to freedom from maltreatment, emotional abuse.
Let's start with the right to live without emotional abuse. Emotional abuse involves a regular pattern of verbal offenses, threatening, bullying, and constant criticism, as well as more subtle tactics like intimidation and shaming. It may include excessive teasing or name-calling. Here is an example of emotional abuse and what you can do if it happens to you.
Person sitting. Two people enter.
That sure is an ugly shirt, Katie.
He's right, Katie. That shirt is really ugly. I wouldn't wear that shirt even if someone paid me to wear that shirt.
You know what? Stop. This is not okay. It's not okay for you guys to make fun of others.
Katie
Just leave
gets
me
up and
alone.
walks away.
We were just kidding, Katie.
Yeah.
The scene fades and the narrator appears.
What you just saw is emotional abuse, and it's not okay. Being mean to a person about how they look or what they're wearing is considered emotional abuse. You have the right to live without maltreatment. If this or any type of maltreatment happens to you, look at the person and tell him or her to stop in a calm, clear voice. Say to the person, "Stop. What you are saying is not okay." Then tell a staff member right away. If speaking up seems too hard or not safe, walk away and stay away. Find a staff member and tell the staff member who the person was and what he or she was saying. Give the staff the name of the person if you know it.
The right to freedom from maltreatment, physical abuse.
You have the right to live without physical abuse. Physical abuse is the most obvious form of abuse. If someone pulls your glasses off or pushes you around and hits you, that is considered physical abuse.
A person wearing glasses is sitting eating potato chips and another person enters the room.
What you doing, Four Eyes? Oh,
The person
chips.
takes the plate
Come
of
on,
chips.
give me back my chips, please. It's wrong to take stuff from people. Come on, leave me alone.
All right.
Okay, seriously.
Person hits the other
off.
person
Oh.
eating chips.
Come on, seriously.
I just want some chips. What's the problem?
Well, we can share. There are other plates and stuff. How about sharing and asking me first instead of just coming in and grabbing?
You are such
The narrator appears.
What you just saw is an example of physical abuse. Taking people's food and pushing and shoving or hitting people is not okay. Know your rights. You have the right to live without maltreatment, including physical abuse. If this happens to you, tell the person to stop in a calm, clear voice. Then walk away and report it to a staff member right away. Tell the staff who the person was hurting you and what he or she was saying and doing.
The right to freedom from maltreatment, neglect.
You have the right to live without abuse or neglect. Examples of abuse include unwarranted physical harm, such as slapping, hitting, pushing, or kicking. Neglect includes failure to provide the care or services necessary to provide physical or mental health and safety to the resident. These include, but are not limited to, food, clothing, shelter, healthcare, and supervision. Here is an example of neglect and what you can do if it were to happen to you.
A staff member storms into living room setting.
If you don't clean your room right now, then you don't eat with us tonight.
I don't want to clean my room.
Those were the rules. Either you can clean your room and eat with the rest of us, or you can not clean your room and go without dinner.
No.
The scene fades and the narrator appears.
It is not okay to be told you cannot eat dinner. You have the right to food and drink. If you are denied food or drink, this is considered neglect. If this happens to you, report it right away. Know your rights. If you want to file a complaint or report suspected maltreatment of a vulnerable adult, call the Minnesota Adult Abuse Reporting Center, MAARC, at 1-844-880-1574. Staff are available to take your call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Minnesota encourages good faith reporting of suspected maltreatment of vulnerable adults by any person. If you make a report, your identity is confidential and cannot be released without a court order. You can also go to the Minnesota Department of Health website for a full list of the Bill of Rights for supervised living facilities and other videos. www.health.state.mn.us. For Minnesota residents, contact the Office of Ombudsman for Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities, OMHDD. Know your rights. If you or someone you know is in need of legal aid, the Minnesota Disability Law Center, MDLC, provides free, civil, legal assistance to individuals with disabilities statewide on legal issues related to their disabilities. Abuse and neglect issues are a high priority for the Minnesota Disability Law Center. For assistance, visit the Mid-Minnesota Legal Aid Minnesota Disability Law Center website at www.mylegalaid.org or call 1-800-292-4150. You can also reach the Minnesota Disability Law Center by email at mndlc@mylegalaid.org.